This was actually a couple years ago. I was home by myself, sitting in my room, and I decided to get on the party line. I know everybody knows the party line. 1-800 numbers they have in the middle of the night. Call me. Matchmaker. All of those. So I decided to call, and I was going through. I had a name. It was Lonely in Germantown. It was the first time I had used this name, and it was the last time I had used it. It was the first time on the party line, and the last time on the party line. So I ended up coming across this guy with this voice, and it was like, what is he talking about? So we ended up getting into the little private chat, and the conversation went forever, and I was just laughing and talking, and we ended up hanging up the phone. And I hung up the phone with a feeling of like, wow, who was that? Nice voice. So I ended up starting a new job about 2 months later. And I seen this guy, he's walking across the street, he's carrying this big laundry bag, and he had his 2 little kids all wayward in front of him. So I'm like, let me help. So I run in and I help, and I call, can I cross your kids for you? He's like, yeah, I'll cross the kids. We get to the other side of the street, so I'm like, you must use this to pick up women all the time. And he looks at me, he smiles, and he's like, no. And when he smiled, I was like, ooh. So we exchanged numbers and everything, and about a week later, I ended up at his house. So y'all. So we ended up talking, and I'm laughing, and we're talking, and he said, I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna mess you up. So I'm like, hey, what you got to tell me? He said, that laugh. I've heard that laugh before. So I'm like, what? Whatever, I don't know you. He said, I met you before. He said, Lonely in Germantown. I sat there and I said, not you! Yes, it was, y'all. Needless to say, I'm not with that guy anymore. But that was a very strange encounter.